What is up, guys? It is Poke here, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel today. Today we are back for another story time, guys. Now, if you guys are telling, I am still freaking sick. Seriously, I don't know how. Anyway, I'm just gonna ignore it. You know, I'm just gonna live life, even though I'm pissed. God dang. This is another life story. The last life story got 500 likes, which was literally insane. I asked for 500 and we got it. Guys, let's go for another 500 likes, guys, because this story is going to be about the time I got my worst injury of my life, like the most severe injury of my life. It was pretty serious. I remember it pretty vividly, even though I was like 6 or 7 years old. So my memory on it is kind of blank, but to be honest, the only reason I remember it is because of how severe it was. So guys, sit back, eat some food, drink some Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper or inject hair. I'm kidding. Get ready for the story. Here we go. So this starts out when I was 7 years old and I was just chilling. And me and my brother and my dad and my mom, we all went to like my dad's like cousin's house, and she lives like 30-40 minutes out or something like that. I think she moved now. This was a while ago. So like they live like across the country now. So I think they moved because they like almost killed me. No, I'm kidding. So basically we get to their house, we're chilling. It's a really creepy house, by the way, like the creepiest house I've ever seen, dude. Like the staircase looked like it was from like a haunted mansion or something. And like I don't know how I remember this. I remember there was this painting on the wall that literally scared the crap out of me. I thought it was moving, dude. I swear. We're in the house. I'm just getting to know this place. I'm walking around. I see the kitchen. I see the freaking rooms. Like I'm getting shown around the place. The staircase was the creepiest. You know, I was shown that. I've seen that as soon as I walked in the door. And then in the backyard was really creepy. It was like a forest, basically, like a giant forest. Like it was really weird. And in the backyard, I don't even think they had like a playground. I'm trying to think. I feel like they had a hammock. And that hammock, right? Hammock was the cursed object of the story. Let me tell you guys. You guys will probably know where this is going. Maybe you don't. So basically, I'm outside and I'm with my brother. And there's this girl, I believe she was like a cousin. She was like probably like my 4th cousin or something. I don't know. I barely knew her. Never talked to her. Didn't even know her name. Almost killed me though. Basically, what happened was there was a hammock outside. And this wasn't an average like wooden hammock. This was a metal hammock. So like this ish was like it had metal bars on the side. And they were really thick bars. Like they weren't no average bar that you can like literally punch and it wouldn't hurt. Like it might hurt a little. It was like these bars like they looked bad. Like they looked like if you hit somebody in the head with this ish, it would end them. So basically what happened, I was on the hammock and that girl was on the hammock too. And I guess she got off, and once she got off, it kept moving. And as a joke, I think she I'm saying I think because I don't know how it happened again. What my memory is going for, she pushed the hammock. So the hammock is going back and forth and back and forth. And it's going really fast, like it's picking up momentum. And as it's going really fast, I fall off the hammock. Now this is where it gets really freaking serious. I fall off the hammock and I'm on the ground and the hammock is still going back and forth and back and forth. What happens next is as I'm on the ground, I start standing up, and as I'm standing up, the hammock is flying in from the opposite direction and boom. Shut up! Right in the legit middle of my head. Like, if you think the middle of my head, there it is. That's the story. It hits the middle of my head, and I feel the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life, dude. It literally felt awful. Now, this is where the story gets worse. So, I'm like starting to cry immediately. I'm like thinking like this is the worst pain of my life. And so, I start touching my hair, because I had really curly hair back then. I still do now. I started touching my hair. And I'm touching my hair, and it feels really weird. And I take a look at my hand, and my hand is covered in blood. And I'm like freaking out for a sec. I'm like, ooh, crying even more. I literally thought I was dying, dude. At that point, I was freaking out. So then what happened is I run inside. And I go up to I think my brother left because I remember this so vividly. My brother had a yellow shirt on. I ran up to my brother because I was so scared. So I started hugging him. I was like, George, I'm scared. And I hugged him. And as I'm hugging him, my hair is literally touching his shirt. And I back away. And there is blood. I swear to God, blood is all over my brother's shirt, bro. It looks like it was like paint. I'm not even kidding. So much blood was on his shirt. My dad and my mom run over. They're like freaking out. They get me in their car. They're like, all right, we got to leave early. So we get in the car. as they're driving me. I'm like crying my eyes out. I literally thought I was gonna die, dude. I'm not even kidding. They take me to a primary care hospital, not like an emergent. I don't know if it was the ER. Maybe it was the ER. I feel like it was the ER because, I mean, if your head's bleeding, you gotta get some service pretty fast. So they go there, they check out my head, stuff's all right, and then this is the part of the story that's kind of weird because a few months down the line, I guess, maybe like a week after, what happened was I had to get staples, and not stitches, staples. I had to get staples in my head to re-heal the skin, basically to make sure there were no bad injuries. And getting them in hurt, but I'm gonna say it now, getting these staples out of my head. If you guys have ever gotten staples out of your head and in and out of your head, that stuff kills. That is literally one of the worst pains ever. So they were taking the staples out of this guy. This doctor was taking the staples out of my head. And honestly, man, worst pain of my life. But I'm okay now. I mean, I might be able, maybe it's why I'm kind of stupid now. But anyway, so if you guys did enjoy this life story, remember to drop a like on the like button, guys. And I will see you all in the next episode. Peace out. Goodbye.
Okay.